Welcome to my channel. My name is Aga Tompkins and I am a cosmetologist and a makeup artist. I decided that it was time to do a proper Bettie Bang video, and what better way to do it than in this leopard print cape. So I switch my bangs up. Most of the time they're kind of Bettie, they're kind of not, but I think we need to do a Bettie 101 class. As far as my bangs go, I actually have thinner, more fine hair, so this video would definitely be great for somebody that doesn't know they could pull off Bettie Bangs or is afraid of the different things that come with maintaining them and keeping up with them and making them stay pretty for the whole day. So my bangs have grown out quite a bit. Let's start from the beginning, guys. The first thing you need to know is, no matter what, I would suggest having a professional cut your bangs, especially if it's your first time. If you have had Bettie Bangs forever and you normally maintain them with a hairstylist and this is something for maintaining them, I totally think people are capable. The only thing is, if you're not a hairstylist and you're cutting your own bangs at home, I would suggest investing in some not so expensive hairstylist shears. You can get some on Amazon even, and never ever cut your bangs with like kitchen scissors. Please, 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 please don't do it. Don't do it. If you have thick hair, I would also invest in really fine-tooth texturizing shears. So for my bangs, I only use shears, or I can cut them with trimmers, which I'll do a separate video on that. But for this one, we're just doing shears. Let's get to it. The first thing you need to know is that I have blow dried my bangs with a round brush, which is how I style them daily. If you are somebody with thin hair, I would suggest giving them that little bump of volume that a round brush can do. You need a nozzle to direct the heat and round brush them. I usually do about a half a section. Like, I kind of leave these hairs like about that amount. I don't necessarily round brush, but this whole top I do. So round brush those babies till they're nice and wow. And then they're ready to cut. You want to cut them how you're going to wear them, so don't do something that you're not going to do daily anyway. Duh. I have this little gadget and I'm going to try it today. It's hard to use on yourself, so this probably isn't going to work for you at home, but I'm going to do it. It's like a little visor. Come in a pack of these. I use them on my clients, which is easier to do than on yourself because you can't see real good through this. Also, I have really big lashes, so it's really hard. Alright guys, maybe I'll just get the bulk off with this thing on. My greasy forehead doesn't want to keep this, so I'm going to clip it. This is not good. I'm going to use a mirror. I look like a pug. I'll cut the bulk off with this bad boy on, and then we'll go from there. So I start in the corner here, and I angle downward like that. And then straight up. I comb a lot in between because the hair moves around, so you can like actually see what's going on. Taking this thing off now. As you can see, it's starting to take its shape. I'm just gonna make sure that nothing here is long, and then I'm gonna go in, and what I do is I kind of drive up my head so I can feel where the long hairs aren't attached, like that. and I cut. My shears are like super duper shears. So as you can see, it's like cutting, like butter. Like soft butter, these bangs are getting chopped away. It may be a little more work for you guys with shears that are 30 bucks as opposed to $1,000, you know? But you can do it. It just will take a little more patience. Now that I have the bowl cut off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my flat iron and I'm going to turn it on right now, because you don't want it to be too hot. You want it in that in-between stage so you can see what you're doing. So I turn it on. I'm gonna use my heat-proof, amazing pink pewter comb. And what I do is I flat iron them straight down. And I don't push all the way hard, like I gently do it. And I only do it to the bottoms, so I'm not going all the way up. I do it in sections, like the outer parts and the inner part separate, because you want to get this stuff going a little bit this way, this stuff going a little bit this way, and the middle stuff going straight down. And if you just keep going, so I kind of take it this third, like that, then this third, like that, and then the center as its own piece. So now, obviously, as you can tell, they're crooked and stuff. That's okay. This is where you go in and you super duper get in there. You can tell the difference, like this is super clean and this is not. And what I do is I comb through a lot to make sure there's nothing weird going on. Because I want to make sure when I move around, they always fall right back into place. So I'll do some wild combing through. So as you can see now, when I like comb through them, they mostly pop into place. As you can see, it's a lot of cutting, so baby steps. Just do a little at a time, a lot, instead of cut a lot off. Okay, they're starting to take shape for reals. I'm happy with the length and the shape. There's, you know, always going to be some hair that moves around. And like I said, my hair's thinner, so I'm going to have to work with, see these areas where it's splitting? I'll show you guys what I do to make sure it doesn't do that. So I take my hair and I tease it just a little bit underneath. And that keeps it together. And then I use my favorite hairspray, which is the Kenra Volume Spray Super Hold, and it's a finishing spray, but it's awesome because you can comb through it and it really helps. I'm gonna give you guys a trick of what I do. So what I do to make sure my bangs stay all day and they really don't split or do anything, and like I said, my hair is on the finer side. And on days where I don't wash all my hair, I just wash my bangs and blow dry them with the round brush, flat iron them, respray them, and then pop them up. I'll show you how to pop them up. Ready? So I spray and I do this. I push the bottom up like this. And I kinda do this guy. As you can tell, they don't look right now, but you gotta let this hairspray dry. Once the hairspray is dry, you comb this out. And I do that 3 times. And I don't use a ton of hairspray. I only use a little bit, but a little bit goes a long way. And now I do it again. This is the final one. Voila. And now you can go back if you want to and get any little stragglers now that it's set proper. And again, if you're doing this yourself at home, then like day 2, let's say there's a couple hairs that are bothering you, you can go back and do this again. And there they are. Bettie Page bangs. Thanks, Betty. You're a real swell gal. If you have thick hair, use the texturizing shears that I was mentioning and texturize them a little bit. I would do it on the underneath layer, so kind of lift half of your bangs and texturize the bottom and then drop them so that the top is sleek and smooth all the way to the bottom. Let's say that you have hair that styles easily on its own and it's perfect every time, then all you need to do is blow dry it and then cut it that way. So whatever you're going to do is what I suggest. Most people have to do something, like some kind of flat iron or something. If you're lucky enough to not have to do anything, then good for you, killing it. Then just cut them the way you do them. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up and let me know. I will walk you through it. And I hope this video helps. I will do one with my trimmers and show you how I do that. Hope you guys will enjoy this video. Thanks for coming back. If you've been here before, and if it's your first time here, go check out some of my other videos. I have lots of them. And I have a cool series called Food and Beauty, where I get beautiful while I talk about delicious food. Subscribe, like, do the things that they want you to do to keep this going. Thanks, guys. Bye.